really hope all is well.
Indeed.
How's your weekend going?
Well, as you can see by the look upon my face. Well, it's good. It's all right.
Look at you all unprepared.
Yeah, to say the least.
Woo!
Anyway.
We're going to need this wine today.
Yeah, indeed. Let's get this
Oh,
going.
my goodness.
Okay. So for those just showing up, to you.
Yes, this is to you. Have a wonderful week. I hope you enjoy the show.
Indeed.
I hope you enjoy the show as well.
Indeed.
You're looking kind of dark over in your section.
Yeah. Wow. Really is. Technical difficulties.
As usual. This wine is absolutely delicious.
Excuse me for one moment. Just excuse me.
Okay, sure. Oh, my goodness. You'll have to bring it in more. So, today's topic is, should you be in a relationship? You got it together now? Nope. You don't have it together yet. Well, we're going to have to be fine with what it is. Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
Happy New Year to you, too. We're still working out the kinks today.
Yes.
My
we are.
fault.
Yeah, it's all her.
As Ben is trying to fix what he should have fixed. But it's my fault.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's always my fault.
That's right.
Well, I actually sent people to the wrong link, and I want to apologize to that. I'm putting in messages, so I'm so sorry.
All right. Again, like you said, technicalities and...
Yes, and hopefully it'll be straightened out really soon. I sent everybody to the wrong page. Don't go on that page.
Anyway,
Nothing's going down.
Yeah, really, right.
Nothing's
Happy
going
New
down.
Year, all that good stuff to you too, Michelle.
Yes. So, today's topic of the day, should you be in a relationship with someone who has multiple children? Now, being in a relationship is hard as it is.
Yes.
And one of the things that, well, I'll get into that later in the show. My eye is still running. Hi, Sir Guy.
Peace.
One of the things is some of the things I'll be talking about today will be involved in that. And people are still going, what the heck is going on? So, I may have to share the link.
Yeah.
I may have to share it on to a group. Because I messed up tremendously. I so apologize for being unprepared. This is so unlike me.
Yeah, and look, and to keep things up, really up.
Are you going to dance? No?
I'm not that kind of entertainer.
Okay, because I thought you were going to dance for everybody while I straighten my mess.
No,
out.
but see, to expedite things, I'm working with you in doing that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need us both to do it. I did it.
No, that's not what you're doing is not what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So, there he goes. Okay, so William was having a little problem. William, trust me, it wasn't your technical difficulty. It was mine. I'll explain that another time. So, however, should you be in a relationship with someone who has multiple children? Ben, what is your take on that? We're going to go in many different directions in this, by the way.
For me, at this stage in life, in retrospect, in my experiences, blah, 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 it really depends.
Okay.
It depends. The circumstances, it really depends.
Happy New Year, Sublime. Sublime ruler.
Peace. Happy New Year.
It depends. Okay,
No,
so how
it really does
depend?
depend. All right. So, moving the way we're moving today, well, I guess we'll be moving in a lot of different scenarios. Look, the thought of a chick that's got...
I don't like the name chick. A woman. A woman.
that has 6 kids
A woman.
and maybe multiple daddies.
Okay. Would you be in a relationship with her?
On the face of it, no.
Why? You can't just say no and then not say why.
One, there's too many men involved here. And,
You're worried about the men?
yeah, because the men add to the problem. Look, in any household, there needs to be some form of stability. If there's 2, 3 other baby daddies trying to come and talk about, yo, this is my kid, blah, 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 blah. No, men get territorial. If the men are actually involved, it can get sticky. And again, I'm just creating hypothetical, theoretical, because in a black household, you may not necessarily find it to be that way. It may just be her and those kids. Now the question is the degree. Do you click with those kids? Because if they don't like you, you got a problem.
Yes.
All right? And now, they may like you, or depending on the circumstances, they're nonchalant about it. Who you? Next. You supposed to be my daddy? My new daddy? I mean, issues upon issues upon issues that I see here. But again, it also depends, because now we may have an individual that literally had 6 kids with one man that was just how it went, and then they broke up, or he died, or whatever. Those circumstances, see, now I ain't gonna front. I'm kind of like, yo, because at the end of the day, it comes down to money. It comes down to money. It's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's not just food. That's clothes. That's so much.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's the perspective I was on. William said he heard it's cheaper by the dozen. Telling you it's not.
It's not, bro. It's not.
So God told you to preach. Sublime Ruler said he's been in that situation and the experience wasn't traumatic. And kids' ages matter greatly.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It can.
Yes.
I think that a person who has multiple children coming into a ready-made family, as difficult as it is.
Yes, it is.
And so I think that also, I don't think in my case whether the other children's mother would be an issue unless he makes it an issue. It wouldn't be an issue for me. A lot of the times, I think I wouldn't date a man who has multiple children, especially when it's with different women, because I don't want to be next on the roster. Because how is he going to financially? I know some of y'all are going to hate me. Financially take care of me if he's got all them kids he got to take care of. I mean, how can we build on that? Or us building on something when there's so many kids to take care of. It's like, yeah, you might have missed your chance because that's a lot of children.
And again, provided the individual is responsible, it's going to be about
he's got to
those
be
kids.
responsible if he's going to be with me.
No, but you just
No,
said
but if
he's got too many kids in the first place, you're not even giving him that. So where are we going?
But you made a point, and if he's responsible, if first of all, anybody that I would get involved with, and I heard that he had multiple kids, he got to be taking care of them. And if for some reason I'm not whipped, that I feel like, I just got to be with this man. He's got to be taking care of them. He's got to financially take care of them. If not, there's an issue. You don't take care of your own seed, you're not going to take care of me. It's just bottom line.
Suppose he's just not taking care of them, but he will take care of you.
No, not acceptable. The kids need to be taken care of.
Okay.
The children need to be taken care of. There's no way. I'm a mom. I have 4 children. And I cannot sit there and then be with this man while he's doting over mine and not taking care of his own. That's an issue. That's an issue. I'm gonna read some comments. Sublime said, yes, that's true. The age does matter. That guy's gonna have to have deep pockets. Yes, William.
Very deep.
Yes. And then so God says, well, Drell, you're independent. You can help your man. Sip.
That ain't happening.
Of course, helping is important. Sip.
That ain't happening. Right? That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
That's right. Drell don't want no scrub. That's right. Exactly. You have to be on point. If I'm on point, you have to be on point too. Taking care of the children is extremely important. Because at the end of the day, they need both their parents' support.
Facts.
As far as multiple baby mothers, one baby mother, 3 baby mothers, in the case of a woman who has 4 children with 5 different men, and things of that nature.
What?
One of the things.
Yes, dude.
One of the things you have to do is understand that you have to get along with these other people.
Yes.
They are part of the package.
Which is, again, takes us right back down to it. Would you? Because I've seen it. Individuals, and the only using it because it's a power play. That's their baby mama. Baby mama's sitting up here dealing with the new dude. But homeboy, they're in the issues over his kid. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm like, and some of it was stupid, some of it was ego-based. A lot of those situations had nothing to even do with the kid. It was just adults. I've seen it between women. They're just bumping, you know what I'm saying? They're having their own issues based on the other individual, that relationship, not the child. So, hey.
Well, it takes a mature person to be able to let that other person know, like, listen, I'm not going to deal with any of that point blank. So I'm going to read some comments.
Wait a minute, Steph.
I'm going to read the comments.
Yeah.
So God said, so women want the help but won't help. Stephanie said, even
your words.
Even if he has money, can he be there for the kids enough? Even if he has money, can he be there for his kids in other ways?
See, and now Steph, that's a trick question there.
It's not a trick question.
No,
they still got to eat.
He said, no, he said, even if he has money, can he help in other ways? The money is there, just by her statement.
Okay,
the money is
even
there.
If he has money.
She's talking about beyond that. Can he be there for the dates, the issues that go by? The man needs to be there for the son to talk to. The daughter may be able to be there. See, but now what you're talking about is a man, woman, husband, wife, possibly relationship. Because if they're not together, then the child is going to have to wait until they see that other parent.
No, they don't have to wait.
I mean, not that not unless they live in another state, and as long as they can pick up a phone or something, or you'll be there, Johnny, on the spot when needed. All of that's well and good, but I'm reading the way she wrote it. Be there for the kids in other ways. There are times,
like going to their dances and stuff. He should be.
But there are times in life it does not matter. Unless you live under the same roof, things are not necessarily going to click.
Said yes. Well, it's going to have to click. That's what being a parent and an adult is about.
It doesn't work that way. Life does not work that way.
What do you mean? If you don't live in the same state.
I said same house. Forget the state. Now you're making it even harder.
I said it's different. I said if you're in the same state, I don't see why you can't go to your child's events.
Yes,
now,
yes.
I will say, if the mother is not invited and can't come, that could raise an issue. But this is where the child comes first.
Been invited, or it can go either way.
Right, but that's where the children come first.
They don't know. Again,
they don't know what.
Not that they don't know. I'm saying, no. You know what? We're traveling off topic.
No, we're not.
So,
Should you be in a relationship with someone who has multiple kids? We're talking about the different issues that could be there.
all right, and the issue raised here was whether or not the man could be there in other ways outside of money. Yes, he can be there, but not in all things if he's not under the same roof. That's my point.
Okay, so he can't tuck his kids in every night.
Right,
He can't be at dinner time with them
right,
during dinner time.
right.
But he can talk to his kids before they go to bed and wish them a good night.
If he did, no, if the circumstances dictate that,
And
yes.
let him know that he loves them.
Always.
Okay. Next, Sublime said 2 of the fathers were deceased due to car and motorcycle accidents. One father was on a permanent disability situation. She was a nurse, so the financial demand wasn't an issue. Okay. So God said, I'm with Drell. Those her kids. I ain't feeding them. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I said, you better feed those kids. Hey, Ben, if you're doing fatherly things with the son, the biological will have a problem. It depends. Okay.
Yo, you cannot say no. Because the nigga, excuse me, individual will walk in and be like,
What?
that's my kid. Don't feed. Now, the kid will walk in and say, that's my son. Now he's beefing with you. Yo, what was this dude doing with my son?
Well, see,
yo,
that's
again,
when-
that's ego.
that's when-
I said nothing to do with the kid.
That's when that father is in that child's life. That's when that mother says, I would like you to meet so-and-so. I think you two will get along really, really well.
And suppose they don't.
They will.
You can't say that.
Yes, they will.
Why they will?
Because I'm not having trouble at my door. I'm not having trouble at my door. So they will. Stephanie said, I agree with Ben. If he has multiple children with multiple women, he can be there. He can't be there for all of them. And that is true, which is why
Can't
I
be there.
don't think, I know I wouldn't have dated anybody who has multiple children unless those children are all grown. And I got to hear something to let me know that you're not really, what is the word, philanderer?
Philanderer.
Philanderer. Yeah, I was adding an extra D in there. Sublime said, mamas need love too. Mature parents can co-parent. Yes.
Mature parents.
Yes. And he
that is the
responded
key
to not
word.
all the time, but I don't know what he means by not all the time. Some men don't want other men around their children. Well, then
Facts.
you know what? That's just too damn bad. If you don't want, and see, my thing would be this. Do you trust me? Do you trust that I would not let anything happen to our child? If you've known me long enough, and you know I've been a responsible parent, you know even if we're not together, you know I'm still a responsible parent, and I'm not going to let anyone harm my child. Now, the question of some men don't want other men around their children sounds a lot like that man still wants that woman.
I said a lot of times it has nothing to do with the kid, but let's take it a little deeper. See, you automatically thought to the point of physical harm to the child. That's not the only way things can go wrong.
I didn't. Who said I thought only physical?
No.
That could be anything.
No. I'm not saying, but it may no. Dig this. Hypothetical, y'all. All right, new guy. New guy's in your life.
Ow.
Sorry.
He
I
said
don't
you're doing
abuse
a
her.
self-defense class.
All right, yeah. New guy comes in your life.
Yes.
Okay. By all appearances, everything seems cool. Here's your son, 10, 11 years old, between 10 and 12. Let's go with that. All right. The boy's father is very much, well, no, not saying not very much, but he's in his life. Not always in there, but he's in his life. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. To what degree? I need to give you a degree. A weekend dad.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a weekend dad. All right. Now, new guy, him and his boy are cool. Their relationship is getting cool. He's spending more time with this man. Time is ticking now. He's spending more time with this man than he can with his father.
Why can't he spend more
Because it is a weekend dad. And let's throw something else in the mix here. This is the case because this is a judge order. This is the thing. Y'all don't get along at all.
Okay, so it's a court issue.
All right,
Okay.
it's a court issue, whatever. And so he's a weekend dad, and that's the only time he can see him. All right, unless there's an emergency, of course. But generally speaking, on the norm,
Weekend, every
it's a
other
weekend,
holiday.
that type of thing. And he's spending more and more time with this man's son. Not to, like I said, this is completely hypothetical.
Yeah.
There's something about this particular man's demeanor, his way, that is more appealing to that man's son. This man's son is growing stronger and stronger attachments to that man.
Is the man a bad influence on the child?
It's not a bad thing, but it doesn't change anything. This
Okay.
is my kid,
Can
and
I
I
answer?
feel like this kid is loving this man more than me.
Can I
and
answer?
in times of his need, he reaches out to him and not me.
Okay. So can I respond?
Oh yeah, I got to hear this simplified as you appear to be.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
No,
Suck it up,
you're
Buttercup.
wrong.
Suck it up, Buttercup. What do you want me to do?
Wrong.
Tell a kid not to love his
Wrong.
stepdad? Are you
No,
kidding me?
I just said.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, I just gave you a why. The point that Sir God just made, the point is saying that some men do not want another man around their kid. Yo, the scenario I
Should
just
acted right,
painted
so I
to you.
wouldn't have to put you out.
Again, the issue here is not you and him.
Okay.
So
what do you?
So he should step
Okay,
off.
so let
then.
me ask you.
So then
what
he should step off.
What do you suggest would be the response to that?
Yo.
My
See,
response is suck it up. You're not giving a response. You made a statement. You made a scenario. I heard the scenario.
I gave a why not.
My response
That
said,
was to a why not.
So what? The woman should say, "Oh, even though you and I are in a relationship, and you love my son like if he's your own, I should tell him to stop because the father is feeling a certain kind of way." Are you kidding me?
No.
So what do you suggest be the response?
I just gave you a why. I didn't give you a
Okay, so my
answer
response
what
to
to
that
do.
was suck it up, Buttercup. Suck it up, Buttercup. Suck it up, Buttercup.
and the average man can't.
Too bad.
That's a war.
Too bad. It's a court order. You see your child on the times that you
And,
can. Take me to court for more visitation, and you explain to the kid why he should not care about his step-parent. Comments. So God had a question for me. How do you feel about other women being around your children? Okay, so I can give you the political answer,
No, we want the real answer.
or I can give you the real answer.
I want the real answer.
Okay. So, I thought you wanted to hear the answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling. State your name and where you're calling from.
This is Doug from Brooklyn. What's happening? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Who am I speaking with?
This is Doug from Brooklyn.
Oh, Doug. What's
up,
going
man?
on?
Peace, bro. What's happening?
All right, what's happening? You know I never usually agree with you, Joe, but on this one, you're 100%.
Okay.
Okay?
I think.
If for whatever reason the parents can't get along, it's about the child. If you're not there and there's someone there that's not abusing your child, you should appreciate that there's another man in his life.
Tell him.
And if you got feelings, oh, I'm upset because he's bonding with this one more than that one, then get to court and get more visitation, because obviously the mother and the father can't work it out on their own. But you can't hate on the fact that he's spending time with someone else because you getting into your feelings. You know, I was blessed to have someone that my mother met that also embraced me. And it took me a while to warm up to him, but he was there, and I mean, I was an asshole. I was a resentful asshole. I was like, nah, you ain't my father. You should nobody be around my mother but my father. But this dude was so soft-spoken. He raised me, gave me my first job. This dude was an angel to me, and he was different than my father. His soft touch showed me a different way. And I appreciate him, and I miss him to this day. I lost him a couple years ago.
I'm sorry to hear
But
that.
I was blessed to have him.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your comment, Doug. And thanks
No
for
doubt,
sharing.
no doubt.
Thanks
Y'all
for
be
agreeing with me
easy.
this time.
Yeah, one time. For one time, I agree with you, Andrea. You only get one. I guess that's a New Year's present. Talk to y'all later.
They'll be
Be
playing.
well.
All right. See you later, Doug.
You know what? I mean, in terms of what Doug just said, yeah. But everything he mentioned was in hindsight. Because as he said, he was an asshole in the beginning. Like most kids are. Like I said, it depends on whether or not the kid like the dude coming in or not. No, he ain't going to act right or whatever. In that moment, nobody sees the truth of the situation or what it could be, the
At
possibilities.
the end of the day, what do you expect the mother to do? You gave me a scenario. I heard the scenario.
That was that one scenario concerning other fathers. The topic is, should a man deal with women with multiple kids?
And you
or
said no.
vice
Why?
versa?
You said the reason why the woman shouldn't be involved with another man because the other father's going to be upset that the kid likes him more.
No.
There's
That
nothing
was
you
one
can do about
scenario.
that.
No, there really is nothing you can do about that.
Right.
I just threw
I
something
would just
in there,
like
but
to
I'm
hope
talking
that
about
everybody
problems.
would get along. Okay, so I was answering Sagad's question. How would you feel about other women being around your children? Okay. Considering that my ex-husband was not an active father, I would really have to meet this woman, which I did, and I found her to be a very beautiful person, and I actually liked her. And I had no issue with her being around my kids. That's not just the political answer. That is the God's honest truth. I don't know how he picked such a lovely person, but I'm a lovely person, so he had good taste, and I definitely appreciated her because one of the things is that my kids came back to me about feedback on her, my son in particular, and he didn't talk about how much he loved her, but he talked about the interactions that they had. And I definitely appreciated that because I knew she was a good person. So unlike the father who didn't introduce us, I actually reached out to her myself and we met and I got a chance to meet her and I actually like her. So, but because he was the type of father and he did not have much interaction, she didn't have that much interaction with my children as well. They knew her. They knew who she was. She's a nice person because they're still together. She's a very nice lady. And no, I have no issue with that. Now, had she been another type of woman where her concern, because I've had that issue too, her concern was herself and her being with that man and making sure that my kids are not around their father because of her insecurities, I'm beating her down to the ground. I'm beating her down to the brown. Down to the brown.
To the brown?
Yeah. Okay, to the white meat. Is that better? To the white meat?
Yeah, because she's
down
already
and
brown.
Down and brown match.
But she's already brown.
No, well, no, she really wasn't. But okay, we'll go with that. Most of you women be cursing the biological fathers on the low in front of the kids. Yes.
Not on no low. That'd be blatant.
They do it blatant, but then again, that is not necessarily thinking about the child's best interest.
It
That's
is
you
not
being
about
pissed
the
off
kids.
and doing that.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
And that's a
Ain't about
no-no
the
on
kids.
that. And I wouldn't say most of you women because there are women that consciously think of that and will not have the children around when they're talking crap about the ex.
They're far and few in between.
Oh, you don't know that.
From my experience, and I know a lot of women. Yeah, far and few in between.
William said, "You're a poet and didn't know it, Andrell." I knew it.
Stupid.
Stephanie said, suck it up, Buttercup. He should be glad the mom picked the man that loves and cares for his child. Okay?
I'm getting emotional now.
Now William is getting emotional.
Yo, look. First of all, see, now we going somewhere else.
Go ahead.
If we do not get along,
Who's
do
we?
not be me and the mother.
Okay.
You, whatever.
Yeah.
All right?
That sucks. Buttercup.
And
That
no,
sucks,
and no, in
Buttercup.
particular, if her hate for me is to the point that she's trying to get me but can't get me out my son's life. See, now we going ghetto. It didn't get real grimy at this point, because then it doesn't matter. Because then you start adapting real
Well,
end of all time mentalities.
although I do understand what you're saying, because I do, and I am sympathetic to the causation of the proclamation of the constipation of the Constitution. No, I'm kidding, guys. Although
No
I am
continuity
sympathetic, I am sympathetic of what's being said. There's really nothing you can do about that. That
Yes,
can
there
be
is.
done about that. What can you do about it? Let's hear.
It's just final.
Oh yeah, so you'll go to prison, and that kid will really love the step parent more.
All right, I'm going to leave it alone. I'll let it go.
I mean, I don't. It's a court order. You two hate each other. You're not going to get along. There's no way you're going to get along. It's a nasty situation, an unfortunate nasty situation.
So the man, so I got to lose everything. That's crazy.
William asked me, am I doing my Jesse Jackson impersonation? No. I'm doing my In Living Color impersonation.
Oh, God.
State your name and where you're calling from.
Greetings, Earthling. This is Sir God.
Hey, Earthling.
Curse.
Calling from Jersey. Now, yeah,
Yes.
I hear everything that you're saying, and it sounds wonderful. But the shoe is on the other foot, and the father has custody of the children,
Yes.
and he's with another woman
Uh-huh.
who is apparently doing a better job than you are.
Uh-huh.
You don't have a problem with that. I mean,
It's not that I would have a problem with it. Of course I would have a problem. But just like I
Okay.
said the same thing with Ben, I'd have to suck it up, Buttercup. It would still be
oh,
the
you
same
okay?
thing.
So you really accept that and just roll with the punches.
You
You
would
won't
have
feel no type of way.
Of course I would feel some type of way. I said that I am very sympathetic to the cause. However, there is nothing that can be done about it because it's a court order. They hate each other. There's nothing that can be done. I'd have to suck it up.
Yeah, but most people aren't willing to suck it up. And then they would create a problem with the other person, male or female.
Wait, say that again.
That's what usually happens.
Repeat
I
that.
said that they would create a problem.
Yes. It will cause a problem.
Of course it would cause a problem. Now,
Well,
here's the thing. If I'm going back telling that other child to hate that step-parent and doing all of that, I run the risk of losing my children altogether because then that other parent could go to court. And
it's not even going to be about the child. It's going to be a physical confrontation between the biological and the step.
no, it wouldn't.
That's what happens.
It's not.
Women step to other women behind this, and men will do the same thing.
Listen, here's the thing.
Just because it will happen just because of their feelings about themselves. Like, damn, I wasn't able to make them cookies and be the mother to my children that this new girl is being.
Well,
For whatever circumstances, and they will feel some type of resentment and anger and want to lash out.
okay.
Not even to get back in a relationship, but just want to lash her out because she's a better parent than I am.
Here's the thing. You could want to lash out. You could want to punch. You could want to scream. You could want to cry. You could want to kill. However, you can't. So that's what the
So
sucking
you
up
can,
buttercup means.
and then you more than likely win. And then it becomes, I mean, when you start involved in that, now you're talking about locking up the child's parent.
Well, you know
You know
what?
what I mean?
Then you should have kept your
Yeah.
hands to yourself. You should have
It's tricky. Now, in regards to being raised, my biological didn't raise me, and I was raised by my stepfather, who was a great guy and taught me a lot of things. But on the other hand, I also had a lot of resentment towards my biological for not being there. But this ain't about the child's perspective. It's about the adults in the situation.
Right.
So I'll address myself in that situation because I've been there. And really resentment, that's why I know so much about the biological not wanting the new guy to be around his children. And then the women having to, try to figure out how they going to manipulate this situation because if he don't want me around his child, that means he don't want me at the Chuck E. Cheese birthday party. He don't want me around these events. And if he see me there, there's going to be a problem.
Well, here's the thing. By that time, here's the thing. By that time, would you agree that everybody knows there's an issue?
Everybody can know there's an issue. And we all aware of the issue, but when that issue smash, it's going to blow up.
It's not okay. So I got a solution for the Chuck E. Cheese situation. The father's not invited. I hate him anyway. Guess what? Throw your own birthday party on your weekend. Throw your own birthday party.
Yeah, okay. Check this out. What if the biological father loves his child,
okay,
and he wants to be a part of his child's life, but the conflict between him and the baby's mother is so big that she constantly keeps him away and doesn't allow him that opportunity to be with his child, who he is willing to take care of and provide for, but because of her ignorance, she pushes him away and constantly kicks him in.
I don't understand the concept that she allows.
You don't understand?
I don't understand that she doesn't allow. I don't understand that.
You don't understand that he does. Okay.
Because we talked about that before.
Whoever has custody basically allows the other individual to be a part of that child's life.
So when you say custody, that
when I say allow, I mean for the small, little, minute things.
Okay.
The most important thing that the court overlooks.
So God, excuse me for interrupting. You said only one parent has custody, right?
One parent has custody.
Okay, so that
means, they have a girlfriend or boyfriend.
So that means that when the parent has custody, that there's actually a custody agreement by the courts, right?
Here we go.
Is that because other than that, it's custodial shit.
Wait a minute. Let me interject here. From when you're talking about, under most cases, it is custodialship because the ignorance of the situation is a lot of individuals don't go to fight for custody per se.
Right. So when you say
so
custody,
wait a minute.
Listen.
Hold up. No, I'm filling in what Sir God is saying. But the other side of the fact is that he's willing to take care of, do what needs to be done, and being a black man.
They hate each other.
Hold it. They hate each other. Being a black man, he's not trying to get involved with the law, the courts, or nothing. He's just trying to pay the bill and keep it smooth.
They hate each other.
They hate each other. She, on the other hand, now, but she is going to milk this. It's my kid, my kid, my kid. And she's keeping him away. No, you can't see him, blah, 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 blah. I've seen it.
Okay. So, God, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for your comment.
All right. Later.
I want to elaborate on what he said. Okay, so I was trying to explain before when he mentioned custody of the child. That means there is a court agreement. When there's custodial, that just means this is where the child lives. And there is no custody agreement.
Right.
So the smart thing to do when the woman and the man hate each other and they can't come to an amicable agreement
is to
go to court and fight for custody or visitation. That way, there can be two parties, two birthday parties, and everything else. It's going to have to be that way. They hate each other. They can't be in the same room anyway. They can't seem to get along for the sake of the child in the first place. So they're going to have separate parties. They're going to have separate events because they're not mature enough to get along in the first place. So for the sake of that child, that might be the better way to go. I do want to
screwing the kid up. Yo.
Okay, so let me go on. Oh God, the comments are going up. Okay. So William said, I'm about to exhale it out. I'm going fast. When I mentioned Chuck E. Cheese, William also said, where a kid can be a kid. It's so annoying. Sublime said exactly. William said the lines get blurred somewhere. Sublime said, it seems we tend to jump to problematic issues when it comes to these issues. Yes, Sublime, we do, because we're talking about should you be in a relationship with someone who has multiple children. Of course, there are pros to it. You get to make a difference in a child's life. The child gets to be in a loving family, and they all are kumbaya. But we know life is not always kumbaya. So God had to let us know that Sublime is his cousin. What does that have to do with having multiple children and a relationship?
Like I said.
Okay, so we're going to get back on topic on that.
What
happens when the child is being cared for by the stepfather? In most cases, the parents set the tone of the relationships. Yes, I agree with that as well. Now, as Stephanie put it, let's turn it right back to the issue. What does that have to do with having multiple children and a relationship? Probably absolutely nothing. No, it does, Stephanie, because there's a chance that person has multiple baby children's fathers. I don't want to use baby mama, baby daddy. I don't like that. They may have had children by multiple people.
Not multiple people. Well, okay.
5 kids with 6 different men.
Would you stop
that?
2, one is between 2. We're not sure which one.
We're not sure. 5 kids by 10 different men. Okay. Nobody knows. But at the end of the day, my personal thing again was no, and only because of the responsibility aspects of it. Because
agreed,
you have a lot of kids.
That's it.
How did you my opinion, have all of this, and I'm talking from a woman, from a men's perspective. How can you have all of these children by different men? How can you possibly afford to take care of all of them unless you are a millionaire? I think Stephanie and I briefly talked earlier about, was it Fabulous? He has multiple kids by different women. But I think he can financially take care of all of them. And as long as he's being a responsible father and he's taking care of them financially and he's in their life and spreading himself thin like that, then fine. I don't know how you personally have time for a woman, but okay, it works. Kids have to come first. The children have to come first.
See, and that's the thing. The question is whether or not you want that responsibility.
Right.
Because anybody walking in is to look at that situation. There are 6 kids here. Ages, as was pointed out earlier, is a significant thing. All right.
They're all babies.
This one is. Ooh. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
And they have the cutest little faces.
Irrelevant.
Okay.
But I can go to the zoo and see cute faces.
Oh, it was Future. Okay, thanks, Steph. Did I say Future?
Fabulous.
Oh, oops. It was Future. One of them F words. Oops.
No, it's not one of the alphabet.
One of the alphabets.
No, it's not one of the alphabet. Don't say that.
One of those words that begin with an F.
Yeah.
Fabulous and Future's words, they're not names anyway. They're words. How am I supposed to remember their words? They're not even real names. They're not even nouns. Why are we making them
This
nouns?
is a fact. This is a fact.
So Doug said, chill, no mas, no
Yo.
mas. We're going to move forward because he's right, no mas. But,
You're not even a noun. All right?
but the thing is this.
Ah.
If you're able
Yo.
to take care and financially take care of all your children and you have room for it, fine. I know my ex used to say, at the time it was 3 children, nobody's going to want you with all those kids. And I was like, really? That's funny. I never thought that, and nor was I ever insecure about it. So God said, don't expect a man to do what a woman won't do as far as other people's children. Don't expect a man to do what a woman won't do as far as other people's children. Stephanie with the wine bottle.
That wine, though.
That wasn't even wine.
Okay.
That was on me. But okay.
Wait a minute.
When
Read
it comes
that
to
me one
discipline,
more
there's
time.
usually a problem. Your thoughts.
Facts.
Okay, yes, that's another issue with being in a relationship with someone who has children.
Yo, that taught me to never do that one again. Right?
Ooh.
Nah, that don't even begin.
You sound jaded.
Quite. Good.
Okay, so as far as it's okay, so it's hard to be in a here's the thing. It's hard to be in a relationship anyway. Right?
All unto itself.
It's hard as it is. Oh, by the way, so God said, don't let me drive this matter. It's already driven. Beep, beep. So, anywho, the thing is that if it's already difficult to be in a relationship as it is. You are having to deal with another personality. You have to put compromise in it. You have to understand that it's something that starts off as a seedling and then it grows and blossoms and
Then
hopefully
it has
into
to
this
be
beautiful
nurtured.
tree. And it has to be nurtured, yes.
That's where all the bullshit comes in.
Right, but then, I try not to date women with kids. Okay, so Doug says he tries not to date women with kids.
That's hard.
Speak on it, Ben. That
That's
needs
hard.
to be said. Well, there are a lot of people that still don't have any children, but it
Right.
is hard. The thing is that it's we do so many things when we're young,
Yeah.
and then when we get older,
We
see
see,
things
right.
differently.
We see things so much different than when we were that age. Yes, 20, 25 years makes a significant difference between what was going on and how you think now. That's what maturity is all about.
Right. Now, Stephanie made a point, and I want your opinion on this, Ben. It's a big difference between a man with multiple kids and a woman with multiple kids.
Yes.
Okay. So you think it's from the perspective that the man is not always with those children
Yes.
and the women are? Okay.
Yes. Just on the surface. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm more pissed. I'm to the point now that, yes, there was a point in time, like what Homeboy said to you, you got 3 kids, who's going to want you? There was an image at that time. Now I'm with my particular image is one of stupidity. But on the female side, it's one of stupidity, but on the male side, it's worse. I'm madder at my brothers than I am at my sisters concerning this whole multiple kid thing.
Yes. Yes.
At this stage of the game,
But
I
see,
am
a lot
mad
of
at my
people-
brothers.
Okay.
Because look, at the end of the day, a dollar is a dollar. We all trying to live. We cannot live without that dollar. You arbitrarily making a decision about life, a life, with no forethought to that, because what the decision you're making is affecting that life.
Yes. And a
That's
lot of
where
people
I'm at,
don't
and I got-
really- I don't think people realize that.
No, until they're in it. But even then, a lot of individuals are in it don't care because it's still about them. They don't even realize what they've done yet. That's a problem.
Okay.
All right, all across the board. So, like I said, I'm pissed off at everybody
I-
that has done that.
I think
At this point, you
the
just
love them
going.
and leave them, and I'm assuming it's loving and leave them. It's not necessarily the case.
Love them, leave them.
Love them and leave them. They think they're in love. They have this baby.
That's
then
the
they
females.
end up hating
Yes.
each other and the man.
I'm not so much with the dude.
Okay.
His mentality is somewhat different. But go ahead. That's the girl, though. Yes. Men, nah. It's different.
So God's okay. Well, let me read down the line because I'm jumping. Word at this point, Doug said at this point he's chasing cougars. He said yes because we explained the point of what she meant.
Yes.
And Doug said cougars, bobcats.
Bobcats? Yeah.
So God said women accept men having multiple kids because they aren't in the house like women with kids. Yes.
Yeah.
I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
I
And
can agree
never
with that because
agree
if
with
a female
survival.
would have walked in the house with a bunch of wild kids running all over the house, she'd be out. She would be out. No different than a dude that could have put the kid. Yeah, in fact, I think a female will be out faster than a dude because a man has a tendency, because women are known to have the kids, a man will stand it a lot longer than a woman
I
will.
gotta honestly
A woman will
ask
walk in and be
myself.
like, hell no.
I gotta honestly ask myself would our relationship be different if you and I got together and you had custody of your kids? I think I'd be out like electricity at night. I'd be out.
Hey. Men put up with a hell of a lot
You
more
got a lot
crap.
to deal with, yes.
We do. Y'all will walk out.
I'd be like,
y'all will
I
leave.
think the
we don't do
conversation
that.
would go like this. You know, I don't even like my kids. And I gotta keep them. Just kidding, y'all. I love my kids.
They're out though. It don't matter. They're gone.
No,
So,
but I wouldn't mind a visit. A visit.
Short.
A weekend.
No more.
Every other holiday.
Okay.
And I would go visit mom during the holiday.
Okay.
I'm being honest. I don't know. The interrogation kids put men through a woman couldn't withstand. You're right, Sir God. Yeah. I don't think
Facts.
so. I think that if it were on the other foot, it would be a whole lot difficult to deal with.
Yes.
But you know my response, and Stephanie wrote it. Suck it up, buttercup. Suck it up. Ow. Suck it up, buttercup.
Uh-huh.
But Stephanie said, would your relationship be different if Ben had multiple kids with multiple women?
Interesting. That could never be. But go ahead.
Well, you did have you had multiple children with multiple women.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't matter whether it's 3 kids or 3 kids.
3 kids is not the
Different. Well, yes.
what?
You got involved with me, and I had kids with multiple men. 2.
That's not
I gotta-
multiple.
Why do I feel the need? I gotta explain that. I said the number, then I went 2.
Yeah, first of all, that's not multiple.
That is multiple. It's more than 1, so it's freaking multiple. Are you crazy?
Multiple to me is 3 or more.
Listen, multiple.
It's
means-
3
So
or
what do you
more.
call 2?
2. 2. 1, 2.
But that's multiple. That's still multiple.
This is multiple.
It's still
me,
multiple.
this one, this
Okay.
one, and this one. This
Put
is
the glasses
multiple.
down before you break
Okay.
it, and I have to go ham on you. But we don't eat pork. And then the guy said, "Damn, Ben, she don't know."
Yeah, yo, you bugging, man.
Around the same ages. Good question, Stephanie.
What? What around the same ages?
If the kids were the same age as my kids.
Oh, our kids collectively are around the same ages
Yeah.
as each other?
Yeah.
That actually could work out if they got along.
If they got along.
But if they didn't, that would be total hell. There would be no gray area in that.
So God said 2 is a couple.
2 is a couple, not multiple.
Okay, so here's the thing. Didn't we kind of, sort of, even though they were grown, have that situation? The kids were all the same age, and they did not get along.
Yeah, luckily that was a short-lived situation.
It was, but you know what I did? I handled that. Everybody got cursed out. I did. Everybody got cursed out. No,
But
we not doing this here.
Yeah.
And it was chaotic. It was chaotic.
Yeah, it was.
It was very chaotic. However, the situation changed.
It changed. It changed.
So God said he doesn't think that's what Steph meant, Drell. I think she did mean that the same ages. Doug wrote, damn, Drell. Stephanie said, no, all his kids by different women are the same ages. Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Why?
Fake twins? Fake quadruplets? That's the one. Now that's the one.
Wait. Fake twins?
Fake
Fake
twins.
quadruples? What is that? I don't understand.
That means that the children are all the same age, but they didn't come out the same womb.
Okay.
No, you was out there trying to score. I'm not. No, you was sitting there trying to create a community. I ain't with that. No.
But baby,
No.
I did that thing, babe.
No, keep that over there. No.
Babe.
No, you do that. No.
We can do other things.
Oh, no.
No, baby, we gotta have no more kids.
Listen, guys, as he's talking this crap,
Hey, look, baby, we can.
I
we
want
can
us
talk
to
and-
tune in
Wait, no,
to
stop.
my
No,
favorite little
I
kid.
need her to
And
listen
I'm not
to
going
me.
to lie.
Come here.
Stop.
What the-
And I'm going to tell you, I would take care of this little boy. He is so gorgeous. If you guys, I'm not going to coming back. The show is going to close out. But before we do, take a look at my favorite little guy. He just cracks me up. You guys have a beautiful weekend. And oh wait, let me read comments before I go. So God wrote. So Drell, you responded like most men and blew a gasket. I guess I did. And Doug said tribe. Okay, we're gonna close out with my favorite little boy. I hope you enjoy it. If y'all didn't see it, or you will see it now, and if you don't, you'll damn sure see it again. Bye guys. Enjoy your weekend.